Me. It's about you, the person that's watching this video. And for a couple hours, I'm so lame. But for a couple hours, I've been watching other videos about people talking about their ghost stories and their paranormal experiences. And I was like, I want to hear more and more because some people don't believe in ghosts or they do believe in them, but they don't want to seem crazy, so they just like keep it a secret, or some people even get like offended by it. Um, but I have no problem saying, look, I believe in ghosts. I like to hear stories about them. It is what it is. I kind of realized that you have to be kind of careful about who you ask about that because some people don't believe in it. Some people take offense to it. I remember like in 8th grade, my social I was gonna say social security, ain't that some shit? Social studies teacher, he went to Gettysburg, and this was like 8th grade. I think I said that already, but anyways, he went to Gettysburg, and I've heard that that's one of the most haunted places ever. And so I was like, oh my god, did you see any ghosts? Did you feel anything or whatever? And he was like looking at me like, what are you talking about? I'm just like, well, Gettysburg, a bunch of dudes died there, and I heard that it's very haunted there, and I was just wondering, when you were there, did you feel anything? And he's like, he didn't, he kind of like gave me the vibe like, I'm not gonna answer that question. So I was just like, okay, never mind. Sorry. So it was a while ago, and my sister, I believe she was off at maybe college or something like that. I don't know. She wasn't home. She was out of town. And so I took over her room. So I'm like, yeah, because I just loved her room. Now, not so much because it's freaky. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go in her room, I'm going to watch TV, and I'm going to do whatever I want. Nobody can say shit to me. And so I was watching TV in her room. I was watching SpongeBob. I remember I was watching SpongeBob. And for a long period of time, I felt like somebody. And my mother was in the living. My mother was downstairs in the living room watching TV, and my dad was out working, and so I was upstairs by myself. It was nighttime. The hallway light was off. It was pitch black out there, and then I was just watching TV. I was on the bed, and I felt like somebody was watching me, or so I kind of thought, because the TV was on, and you know how like you could kind of feel like some type of energy thingy. Like, have you ever entered a room and you knew the TV was on, even though it was like really low or something? Or is that just me? I don't know. But anyways, I was like, okay, it's just TV. But for a long time, I kept feeling like something was watching me, and it was just like, what the? So at the corner of my eye, I see something at the door. And then when I kind of looked, it was like this white mist, like it wasn't, I couldn't see a body or a face or anything, but it was just like a white, big cloud or something like that. It was, and it just ran. It ran to the right. It was gone. It was just like, it just ran. So I'm just like, what the hell? And I'm scared of anything. Like, I am a very scared person. Since I was a little girl, I never liked Halloween. Louis! Shut the hell up! Anyways, rude. Like, I've noticed in situations that I am messed up. Like, this one time, I was with a friend, and it was Halloween night, and me and her were just hanging out, and then her brother-in-law decided to scare the crap out of us. So he had his jacket over his head, and he runs out at us, and we're just like, and it was nighttime, and I almost pissed on myself. And I grabbed her, and I pushed her in front of me. Oh, that's horrible. Man, I messed up. Oh, and another time, my sister, she was in the attic, and there was a bat, and then she threw herself down the stairs, and I don't know what happened. Before I even knew what happened, I ran down the stairs. She just threw herself down the stairs. I was like, fuck that, and I ran down the stairs. I didn't even really ask her what happened or what it was. I didn't want to find out. I was just out, so I basically left her by herself. I wasn't the child to be excited about going trick-or-treating. I hated trick-or-treating because I was so scared that I was going to see someone dressed like Freddy Krueger or something like that. Or till this day, I don't watch scary movies. I hate scary movies. Or I don't do haunted houses or haunted hayrides because I know it's fake and I know it's just a person in a costume, but it freaks me out more than an actual paranormal experience. It's the weirdest thing. It doesn't make any sense. And I was actually pretty surprised at myself because I'm the type of one that I will be the first one to start running, but that time I didn't feel afraid of it. I felt like it was like a peaceful, calm type of feeling. Like I didn't feel like I need to run for my life. I was just like, okay, well, it happened. That's cool. And I continued watching TV. And I think about it now, I'm like, why wasn't I more, why didn't I react more? But it was just like something that it was okay with me. I wasn't afraid of it at all. And it was something that I would have thought freaked me out to the point where I probably would have peed myself, but it didn't at all. I felt totally okay with the fact that it was there. And I just continued watching SpongeBob, and it was kind of like nothing happened. I've had a few weird things. I've never seen anything again, but I've kind of like my dog will look into a room and start barking at absolutely nothing, or I'll hear like someone walking or something like that, or I would think somebody called me. Like I thought my mom called me one time and I was like, what do you want? She's like, what are you talking about? I never called you. Go back upstairs. And the radio will turn on and I would hit stop and then all of a sudden it would play again or something like that. It'll turn on again, not play again. Or I don't know, just things that you can't really explain. That it's just like, okay, I know that I did this, how did it do that without me even touching it? Or one time I was doing the dishes and I felt something tug at at the bottom of my shirt, and I like turned around like, yo mom, stop playing with me. But my mom was in the living room, or she was outside taking the dogs out. So it's just certain little things like that. But the only time I actually saw something, we have a visitor. Oh, sorry. Oh my god. So the only time that I actually saw something was that only experience that I had. Was that the last? Probably not. And oh yeah, my aunt had this house, and her upstairs, whoo, apparently the person that owned the house before her died in the house. And before I even knew that, sometimes I would go to her house, and the upstairs was completely uncomfortable. Her room, I never liked staying in her room. Her bathroom, you felt like somebody was watching you. The hallway was so freaky. Like, that is a house that I never want to go back to. Stop licking me. And but anyways, I'm gonna cut it short. Cut it short, and this video is mad long. Anyways, so yeah, tell me your experiences, whether do a video yourself or do a comment or write it on my page. I would love to hear it because I like to scare myself. So stop! You're so homo. I love homos. That is all. Louis, you always want to steal the show. God.